to get to where you want to be. I'm going to give you 5 steps that you need to follow. The first step that you must understand or you must build is embracing your reality. Embracing reality. The reason why a lot of people don't achieve what they want to achieve is because they are in a denial. They deny the reality. Reality is reality. What's going on right now is what's going on. Where you are is where you are, right? If you are at 0, if you don't know how to speak English, if you don't know how to do something, embrace the reality. If you're not good at doing something, embrace the reality. If you embrace reality, it ignites your thinking. Okay, what's gonna happen is you start to think, so what am I supposed to do if I don't know how to do this? What am I supposed to do? You start to think. Okay, so thinking is very important. You gotta start to think. The reason why a lot of people don't think about how they can get something is because they are in a denial. Embrace reality, start to think. Alright, if you think, you will come up with plans. Which takes us to stage number 2. It's planning. Now, whatever plan you have, you need to commit to the plan. And by commitment, I mean you put your money and your time to the plan so that you know whether it works or it doesn't work. You can come up with plan B or plan C. If plan A doesn't work, plan B will work. Alright? But it all happens if you start thinking. Okay, so you go to step number 3. Step number 3 is quite difficult for so many people because on step number 3 we want to diagnose problems, the problems that you meet or the problems that you're facing, which doesn't make you move from 0 to a 2,000 rand. What are the problems that you're facing? Problems are just mistakes that you might be making. You might be making a lot of mistakes. So I'm going to give you 3 problems that all of us we might face. Okay, 3 problems. Number 1 is people. You make mistakes in people. If you make mistakes in the people that you choose to be with, you don't get to the 2,000 rand that you wanted to get. You don't move just because of the people that you are surrounded with. So problem number 1 is people. Problem number 2 is places. Not knowing places. If you spend your time on the wrong area, you don't move towards your goal. Places is the problem number 2. Problem number 3, lack of skills. Not learning what you're supposed to learn limits you to get to what you want to achieve. If you don't learn what you're supposed to learn, you're not gonna get what you want. Alright? So those are the major problems that many people are facing. I face the same problems, not choosing the right people to be with. Okay? It's a mistake that you make. But how do you solve these problems? If you want to solve any problem, you need to remove something. Who am I supposed to remove in my circle? Who am I supposed to remove? Where am I supposed to go? And what am I supposed to learn? That's how you solve the problem. Which takes us to stage number 3. Stage number 3. It's when you build courage. Okay? Building courage. Courage is facing what you fear. Now then you understand that there are problems that you have been facing. You kind of alone. There is a time whereby you feel like you are lonely. You are alone. Nobody likes you. Maybe the friends that you had, you are now separated from them because you are now going towards what you want. Look, the road is now becoming for you. It's for you, right? You're now in the jungle. You're in the middle of the jungle now. Okay? The friends that you used to have, then you don't have them. There's a time whereby you're gonna be alone and you look up to yourself. So you build courage and character. That time is very, very important. This is whereby character and courage is being built. So how do you build character, a good character, to get to where you want? How do you build the courage to get to the 2,000 rand that you want? You listen to the right information. You start to build new relationships, new friends. Friends for a purpose. People that you're gonna meet right here, you meet them for one reason, because of the goal that you want to get to. Stage number 4 is called honest. A lot of people, they are not honest to themselves. You gotta be honest to yourself right here. It's stage number 4. You wanna look at your weaknesses and your strength. If you really wanna get to a point whereby you achieve what you wanna achieve, your weaknesses and your strength. Why do you need to know your weaknesses and your strength? Because if you don't find a way to compensate your weaknesses, you will not achieve what you want to achieve. The moment you know your strength, you focus on what you're strong on. You focus on your strength, and then you don't get distracted by your weakness, because you're going to design a way to compensate your weaknesses. We all born with weaknesses. We all have weaknesses and disadvantages. You gotta embrace that. But find a way to compensate your weaknesses. Stage number 5 is when we have order. Look, order is knowing what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Knowing what you're supposed to have in order for you to move. Now you create a system and you make moves towards what you want. This is what I call building the bridge of life. I want to show you the 5 steps when you come for the mentorship and coaching to get a job. I have been in all these stages, and these are the stages that I face each and every day. If I want to do something, I know that there are 5 things that I gotta work on. I gotta start to think. I'm gonna embrace the reality. I start to think. I come up with a plan. I face the problems. I build courage. I become more honest. And then I have order. If I have order, I will develop a system, and the system to a movement. That's how I get a result. That's how I get a result. You need to learn more about how to achieve what you want. Every goal that you want to achieve, you can learn how to do that. But in most cases, whatever we grew up learning at school is not really relevant to some of the things that you want to achieve in your life. There are only 3 questions that you need to ask yourself in life. Number 1 is, what do you want to experience? What are the experiences that you want in your life? Number 2, it's what are you supposed to learn? What are you supposed to learn to experience what you want to experience? This is what makes you understand that most of the things that you did at college and school are not relevant maybe to the life that you want to live. I went to school 12 years, but the things that I'm doing now and what I've learned at school is kind of different. I began to know what I want to experience in my life, and I knew exactly what I was supposed to learn. That's why I do what I'm doing. Question number 3 is, what do you want to give back to others? What do you want to give back? This is your purpose. If you start to understand what you want to give back and what you're supposed to give back, that's how you grow spiritually, you grow mentally, and in most cases, your finances. Because we can only get better if we start to give a service to other people, if we start to serve other people. I want you to learn how to achieve what you want to achieve. Join the ShareLight coaching and mentorship in order for you to understand what you want to learn, where we're going to share with